And this one is called Dad's Car Haunted Hornby, Bill and Ben, and Smokey Joe.
Oh. It was a misty, misty night on the island of Sodor. The moon was out, but the fog was everywhere. It was very spooky. Bill and Ben were going to go with Smokey Joe and pull trucks across the island of Sodor. Diesel said, "Watch out for the owl. When you hear the owl go, watch out for the ghost." "Ooh, ooh," said the owl. Diesel said, "Can you hear them?" "No," said Bill and Ben. "We don't believe you. You're silly. We can do what we want." So Bill and Ben puffed away with Smokey Joe and took their trucks away. As they went through the island of Sodor, the mist got more spookier.
Owls, mists, ghosts. Diesel's going to start in the boiler. There's no mist.
No mist, but there it was. Oh, getting small, bigger and bigger and bigger. "Ooh, ooh, I'm not scared. I'm not scared," Bill and Ben said. Smokey Joe said, "Boop, boop, I'm a little bit scared." "Don't be silly, Smokey Joe." Henry was going through the fog.
Oh, Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe.
Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe as well. The fireman said,
"It's an amber lamp. That means proceed with caution." "Who's there?"
said the fireman, and the mist carried on.
No one replied.
Then all of a sudden, the signal was at red. "Beware of the viaduct."
It stopped by a tree.
It stopped by a tree. Brakes squeaked on. "What shall we do?" said the fireman.
No one wanders about up before, and look! The signal's red and the gates are closed. And there's a Fogman's coat, but where's its owner?
When the drivers went to investigate in the station,
They saw a light moving in the station.
all of a sudden, "Ooh, I'm scared."
Something very strange is happening. I think, said the driver, I think it's best we go back.
"Oh!" Bill and Ben were very scared. All of a sudden, Smokey Joe said, "We need to move. We need to move."
By morning, the mist cleared.
By morning, the mist had cleared, and the island of Sodor was back to normal. Bill and Ben had returned to the garage. Shed. I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared.
A workman was talking about the unsafe viaduct. Lucky you didn't cross it last night.
Why is that?
Yes, but we don't know who warned us, replied Bill and Ben's drivers.
Who was it?
Later that day, he spoke to Bill and Ben. "The viaduct has been repaired. We can take our train back along the old line tonight."
"Oh, that's good," they said, but really they were scared. Smokey Joe said, "I don't know if I want to go, but I know I have to." "Yes, you can, Smokey Joe. Yes, you can," said Ben. "We're going." "Okay then, let's go." "Ooh, whoop-a-doo," said the owl.
But when nightfall came, he was sizzling nicely. Suddenly an owl hooted.
Or was it a Virgin train in the background?
And a Virgin train thundered by. And a Eurostar thundered by.
But the coaches or trucks were up to something. They were going to couple up, but they were laughing.
"Oh, look, Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe spooked," said the truck, and the others giggled in a silly way. "Be quiet," snapped Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe. "I'm not scared."
Boop, boop. Henry went through with his train.
Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe.
"What's that?" "It's the amber lamp again. What could be happening?" said the drivers.
"Here we go."
The level crossing's closed. The lights are red. It's happening again. What could be happening? The truck said, let's go, push, push, push." And with that, the trucks went, and they went past the red light, through the crossing. "Oh my word, oh, we've made a mistake, said the trucks. Went Bill and Ben. Through the gates they crashed. The trucks went on and on and on. There was a landslide. The trucks come off. Bill and Ben couldn't stop them. And the trucks went straight into the landslide. Oh! The fireman looked on. You naughty trucks. Look what you've done.
They saw a strange sight coming towards them on a pump truck.
Who's that?
It's old Bailey, the fogman.
Old Bailey. And what's he saying?
I'll try and warn you about the viaduct. Why don't you pay attention?
We're sorry, old Bailey. The coaches just run away from us. The trucks just went run away from us. Well, the damage is done now. What a waste of time it was me warning you. In the morning, the island of Sodor was restored. All the engines were going through.
You and your station will be really useful.
To old Bailey, that is it?
Yes, here a hearty thank you to the friendliest ghost on the island.
Bill and Ben
Were
very sorry, but they were happy to know there was no ghost. Smokey Joe said, "Oh, I'm very relaxed now. I won't be scared there, knowing that old Bailey's there." The end.
It's my turn now. It was a moonlit night and Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe was working with the diesel. The engines had taken a goods train to the station by the lake. Whenever that owl hoots and mist rolls in, murmured the diesel, there's a legend that when the mist's about, there's a ghost about too. Take care on the old line, Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe. Stupid bird, said Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe. Owls, mists, ghosts. The diesel's going soft to the boiler. There's no mist. But Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe was wrong. What's that? Cried Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe. It's an amber lamp, murmured the drivers. That means proceed with caution. Who's there? No one replied. Bill and Ben and Smokey Joe crept slowly forward. They stopped by a tree. It had a sign nailed to it, "Beware of the viaduct." The drivers were surprised. No orders about that before, and look, the signal's red and the gates are closed. And there's a fogman's coat, but where's its owner? Then they saw a light move within the station building. Ghosts! Exclaimed Bill and Ben. The diesel was right! Something very strange is happening, said their drivers. I think it's best we go back. So do I! Agreed Bill and Ben and Smokey Joe. By morning, the mist had cleared. A workman was talking about the unsafe viaduct. Maybe. Lucky you didn't cross it last night. Yes, but we don't know who warned us, replied Bill and Ben's drivers. Later that day, they spoke to Bill and Ben. The viaduct has been repaired. We can take our train back along the old line tonight. Bill and Ben and Smokey Joe didn't really want to. But when nightfall came, they were sizzling nicely. Suddenly, an owl hooted, and an inversion train thundered by, and a Eurostar thundered by. Oh, look! Bill and Ben and Smokey Joe spooked, said the truck, and the others giggled in their silly way. Be quiet, snapped Bill and Ben and Smokey Joe. I'm not scared. But I was. A little later, the fog came down. As they approached the same area, they saw the amber lights again. Here we go, said Bill and Ben's drivers. Then, unbeknown to Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe, the gates were mysteriously closed by themselves and the signal went red. The trucks had seen all and they were spooked too. Faster, faster! There's a ghost about! Stop! Stop! Yelled Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe. And mysterious figure watched Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe go by. Ahead was a landslide blocking the line. Bill and Ben and Smokey Joe braked hard, but the trucks hit some of the rubble and plunged into the ravine. Just then, Bill's driver saw a strange sight coming towards them. "What's that?" they said. The fireman laughed. "That's our ghost. It's old Bailey, the fogman." Old Bailey was very cross. "I'll try and warn you about that viaduct. Why aren't you paying attention?" "We're sorry we ignored your warnings," replied the driver. "Is there anything we could do to thank you?" "I'll bring the whole station again, if you let me. I promise to work with Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe." And in a little while, old Bailey's wish was granted. "You and your station will be really useful," said the fact controller. "Let's hear a hearty thank you to the friendliest ghost on the island." Everyone cheered, especially Bill, Ben and Smokey Joe, who was the happiest of all. To be continued.